Imagine being a slave, forced to fight to the death for entertainment. But instead of dying, you escape. Then you lead a massive army, defeat the greatest empire in the world multiple times, and almost bring Rome to its knees. This is the insane true story of Spartacus. The blood sport Spartacus was born around 111 BC in Thrace, modern-day Bulgaria or Greece. He was a soldier, but after being captured by Romans, he was enslaved and sold to a gladiator school in Capua, Italy. Gladiators weren't just fighters, they were human sacrifices for Roman entertainment. They fought with swords, shields, and nets for blood sport in front of cheering crowds. But Spartacus didn't plan to die in the arena. He had a bigger idea. With only kitchen knives, utensils, and brute willpower, Spartacus and around 70 gladiators fought their way out of the school. They stole weapons and disappeared into the countryside. From fugitive to freedom fighter once free, Spartacus wasn't done. Other slaves, farmers, miners, even shepherds heard of the breakout and joined him by the thousands. Within months, he had an army of over 70,000 men and women, united by one goal: freedom. Rome sent legions to crush the rebellion. But Spartacus, he outsmarted professional generals with no formal army training. He knew the land, used guerrilla tactics, and ambushed Roman forces over and over again. People laughed at first, a slave leading a rebellion. Cute, but then he started winning, again and again. Rome trembled. Spartacus won so many battles, Rome panicked. This wasn't a little uprising anymore, it was a full-on slave war. At one point, Spartacus tried to escape Italy by crossing the Alps. He wanted to get his people home and live free. But many of his followers demanded to stay and keep fighting to end slavery in Rome for good. So he turned back south and continued crushing Roman armies. He even used dead soldiers' armor to equip his army, turning former slaves into legit warriors. Some reports say he defeated 9 Roman armies in total. The final battle, Rome couldn't take it anymore. They called in Marcus Licinius Crassus, the wealthiest man in Rome with over 8 legions, that's 40,000 plus professional soldiers. Crassus built a giant trench and wall system to trap Spartacus's army in southern Italy. For weeks, they starved them out. Spartacus, refusing to surrender, made one last attempt. With sword in hand, he charged Crassus's army himself, trying to reach the general directly. He killed many but was ultimately surrounded and slain in the chaos. His body was never found, but his legend, that never died. The brutal aftermath: after Spartacus fell, Crassus captured 6,000 surviving rebels. He crucified them along the Appian Way, the main road leading into Rome. One cross every 30 meters for over 200 kilometers. It was Rome's way of saying, "Don't mess with us." But Spartacus became a symbol of resistance, the slave who nearly toppled the Roman Empire. Spartacus didn't win in the end, but he terrified the greatest empire of the time. He reminded the world that even the lowest, the enslaved, the forgotten, can rise up, fight back, and leave their mark on history. Thanks for listening to this incredible story. Follow for more epic moments from history they didn't teach in school.